What is up, guys? My name is Dalen. Today I am here in the MAPerformance R&D department area, square, rectangle, everything. And we are going to talk about some of the stuff this team has working on right now. So we're going to look at some of the cast exhaust components we've been working on, some of the rotomolded and 3D printed airboxes we've been working with, and then to final, we're going to show a cast and rotomolded intake that we've been working on that we have a test prototype on the vehicle right now. If that sounds exciting to you, please stay tuned kind of throughout the video and let me know what you think of it. We're going to start right here with the STI downpipe that we have in process. What I have next to me is actually some updates to some of our exhaust components. So what we're going to see is a 15 to 22-ish, 21-ish Subaru STI downpipe. With that downpipe, what we're actually switching to is a cast outlet out of the turbo. The reasons for this is it allows us to have a little bit more consistency in the manufacturing process. It's going to be a little more exact, and we're able to create some shapes that we can't create when we're just cutting and welding pieces. So it's a little more organic shape. This is going to work with helping control the boost on the wastegate a little bit better, easier manufacturing process, and at the end of the day, meeting the consumer's needs, what they're looking for from us. You're going to see the same grade 304 stainless. You're going to see hand TIG welded here in our location, and all of the standard features that are on our current downpipe. Only change is going to be that head pipe is now going to be a cast stainless steel. This one is for our 10th gen Honda Civic. So this is just the SI Catback. In the past, this was a hand fabricated component in the back for the 4 quad tips. With that, we had some issues with people would either damage the tips or have an issue. This is going to be a replaceable tip design, so it's going to be a little bit more consistent for the manufacturing process, and then has replaceable tips. So this will be unique for our consumers to be able to do different tip options, replace one if it's damaged, and overall just be a better user experience for the product itself. This one's running through the manufacturing process right now. I think this is a final prototype, and we should see this going into the actual manufacturing team within the next, I'm guessing, couple of months, but maybe even sooner, so keep an eye out for that one. Now that we've kind of talked about some of our exhaust components, we can move into kind of some of the intake stuff we've been working on. So we're going to start with one of the cast pieces, and then later on we'll show you kind of the airboxes, the 3D printed, the rotomolding stuff that we're working on, and kind of bring it all together. This right here is going to be our first cast piece for the 2017 Plus FK8 Type R. So this is a really neat piece. So this is going to be one of our first cast intake pieces that we're going to have come to market. This is really exciting for a couple of reasons. One, just the actual feat that we got it all done and we're able to do it and hit all the marks that we're looking for. Two, the design language we're kind of bringing into the MAPerformance intake line is very exciting. So we were kind of able to mold, some of you may or may not remember, but the 90s, 2000s Japanese style of stuff was a lot of cast aluminum, a lot of polished aluminum, and just a very kind of like flashy specific design that we saw coming out of most of the big names in Japan. What we've taken is our ability to use modern technology, modern design, and all of that, and tried to meld that with that old design language. And I think this is going to be one of the first pieces that we're going to see that. So it's going to be a nice lightweight aluminum piece, nice bracing, very clean looking, factory MAF diameter, factory dimensions, everything spot on to what it needs to be for the factory MAF and ECU, and looks really good, at least in my opinion. I hope that you would agree. So this is this is going to be an A356 aluminum casting machine with very specific tolerances with our built-in velocity stack, same way on our current design that we use in billet. So this is a really exciting product for us. We've been working on this with a lot of customer feedback, with our engineering team's feedback for about a year now, and we're finally testing the product and hope to come to market very, very soon with it. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. We're gonna show you the finished product here in just a little bit. So we've shown you our Type R intake, we've shown you the cast piece, we've shown you the end result of some of the rotomolded pieces we've been working on. How do we get there? So like I said, there's gonna be videos out there of us scanning the cars, showing our hexagon scanner that we use. I didn't mean to like name drop like that, but that thing's super cool. So I recommend watching some of those videos. This is gonna be kind of the next step. So first, what we're gonna do is we're going to get the design into our CAD software, and we're going to kind of rough out what's the shape of what we can fit in there. And once we have a rough idea of a part, we're gonna 3D print it. So as you can see, this isn't the most beautiful part, but man, is this functional, and man, does this make our life a lot easier. So once we 3D print it, we can put it into a vehicle. So this is our 15 plus Subaru WRX, well, now we got a 22. This is our 15 to 21 Subaru WRX intake airbox. So this is designed to fit right up with our current intake designs and some other designs we have in the works. I know, I'm sitting next to our STI. WRX is out getting some work done. I'm just gonna use this one. I know, please don't yell at me, I'm sorry. But 15 plus WRX airbox design, we're gonna start with a 3D printed version. So we're gonna print out of PLA, PET, and a couple other different materials that we have at our disposal. This one, I'm pretty sure, is our PLA one. So this one's just gonna be for test fit. Once this goes in, you're gonna see a bunch of like cut lines, hacked out stuff. We're gonna use some hot glue to attach some stuff and really just try to speed up the process of trying out the product. Once that's good to go, we'll 3D print it out of like PET or carbon fiber infused nylon, and we'll actually run the 3D printed part on the car. Depending on the use case, what we can do with it, we'll run it from anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months. And then from there, we'll move to a actual prototype part. So this is where we'll reach out to kind of some of our manufacturing arms and we'll get a roto-molded actual production piece for testing. So this is gonna be our final product. You're gonna notice it's much smoother, it's much cleaner. There's no 3D printing lines, and the actual hardware holes are much cleaner. So as we do that, we're gonna put this into a car, and once again, we're gonna restart that process of prototype testing. We're gonna make sure that the final materials we have picked are gonna hold up to the heat and the use case scenario of the product itself. And then we're gonna make whatever changes we need to and get a production unit in, put it on the shelf, and sell it to you guys, the customers, for your vehicles. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching today. This is kind of the quick rundown of a little bit of the projects we have working on right now and how we make the decisions we make, what we're doing, what we're working on, and what we kind of have in the pipeline. If you guys have any questions on any of these products, any comments, any feedback on what you're seeing, please let us know. We'd love to hear that kind of stuff. This is why we're showing you, is we want your feedback. We care about what you think. And as always, if you want to order any of the stuff we currently sell, call in. We've got a sales staff on the phones from 6 in the morning till 6 at night. Central Standard Time. I know there's time zones that confuses people sometimes, but 6 in the morning, 6 at night, we're here to help you, here to answer your questions, here to walk you through what we got going on. And if you want to let one of them know that you're interested in one of the products you saw on this video today, let them know. They'll write down your number and call you back when we're finally able to sell them. So thank you very much, guys. We appreciate your time today, and thank you for watching.